Imagine being one of those people hundreds of years ago who were saying, yes, rich people should have the right to own slaves. Or imagine 100 or so years ago going, no women should have the right to vote. Or imagine being a husband less than 50 years ago, prior to the 1980s, when it was still legal for a husband to grape his wife because there was just no concept of consent. We're at one of those watershed moments right now with the Victorian Inquiry into cults, fringe groups, how they recruit people and the coercive control methods they use to keep their members. Yesterday's hearings, the afternoon hearings in particular, were really quite interesting, with organisations like Freedom for Faith and the ACL, the Australian Christian Lobby, basically saying they want no new laws. And effectively, they were lobbying and saying, yeah, churches, cults, do nothing, with a little sprinkling of education here and there. Let's apply that to some of those examples I just used earlier. Giving a bit of extra education prevent rich people from owning slaves? Would it allow women the vote? Or would it stop husbands from graping their wives? The reality is we do actually need legislations to draw a line in the sand. Education is super important, and absolutely we totally must educate everyone through our schools, the public, the health system, everywhere, all about the issues concerning coercive control and how having autonomy stripped away from an individual is really, really harmful. Definitely, we need to have that education. But we also need to have a line in the sand, which would be a piece of legislation that says, no, you can't do this. And it's not just about Christian groups, it is about any group. It's about multi-level marketing. It is about sporting clubs. It's about new age movements, the wellness industry, any group. That is why we're actually calling it group-based coercive control. So that way, it's just saying these behaviours are not okay anywhere. Slavery is not okay anywhere. Graping is not okay, whether it's in a marriage or it's outside of a marriage or in any context. Really, I'm hoping that some of the people who spoke at yesterday's hearing, who were sort of campaigning for no, we don't need any legislations, I hope they actually are beginning to have a good think about which side of history they would like to be remembered for supporting.